Crown Estate Scotland is a body that manages the assets that belong to the Crown in Scotland. We manage it in a way that helps to generate a range of financial value for Scottish Government and public values. Well, natural capital is a term that is really used to describe natural resources, the air, the water, the soil, living creatures, living things that we all depend on for our existence. But it's also increasingly used as a concept in a way to allow businesses to actually understand how they depend on natural capital to operate and what impacts that they have on natural capital as a result of their business. For Crown Estate Scotland, we are a long-term business and operating sustainably is obviously very key to our long-term vision. We're very much about innovating and managing our property interests in the interests of Scotland and its communities and the communities we work with. And we have a lot of business partners working with us, tenants across our properties, who obviously use natural resources, use natural capital in the running of their businesses. And it's very important for us to ensure that in the long term they are sustainable. I mean, the concept of natural capital is obviously gaining increasing acknowledgement and awareness within business, and particularly land-based businesses which have been very much supported through various funding schemes and through European funding. With Brexit coming, of course, there's lots of questions around how future support mechanisms will be paid. The government's thinking about this, and one of the themes that's emerging is that natural capital, the delivery of public goods, is very much going to be one of the key drivers for future payments for land-based businesses. So developing greater understanding of natural capital and how land-based businesses are dependent on it, how they impact it, what improvements they're making to it, is likely to be quite key in the future for future support payments. The protocol is a tool for businesses to use. It's a global protocol for business to use to help them understand how their day-to-day business activities depend on natural capital through their direct activities or through their supply chain, and also how they impact on natural capital. And building up an understanding of that as a business enables you to plan for the future and to ensure that your future revenue streams are more sustainable through the management of natural capital. It's very much about us trying to understand how land-based businesses can apply the protocol. Can it be applied in a practical way that's useful to land-based businesses, to farmers, to people working the land? If it's going to be used, it's got to be practical. The project is about trialling it, understanding how it works, how useful it's been, and the conclusions have been very, very positive. And the farmers we've involved, farmers here at Glenlivet, and farmers on our Fockerwood estate, have both found it a productive and useful process to have been involved with. We've also looked at the whole Glenlivet estate in terms of the impact of our activities here, and it's all really demonstrating that in Glenlivet our natural capital is increasing. As we take this forward, the key thing now is to build further awareness among our tenants and among land-based businesses about the protocol and how it can be used. But to do that, we need to develop the tools, the guidance, we need to develop a better understanding of how it can be applied and where people can get the data. That's been one of the key findings from the project so far. But we really want to use it to help our tenant businesses and to help land businesses in Scotland to become more sustainable in their operation.